Bajaj Allianz Lifelong Life Goal Plan. Will investing in this policy help you achieve your financial goals in your life? Will it help you achieve a more secure financial future? Let us find out in an in depth analysis in this video. Hi, welcome to holisticinvestment.in. We help individual investors like you to take the right financial and investment decisions to reach your financial goals in a faster and smarter way. Bajaj Allianz Lifelong Life Goal Plan is a non participating life individual whole of life unit linked limited premium payment endowment plan. So, some of the key features of this plan are this plan provides you with whole life insurance cover, and it also gives you the retired life income till the age of 99 years with the return enhanced. You can also choose two plan variants, which is first long life goal without waiver of premium, or second is the long life goal with waiver of premium. Either you can choose the plan with waiver of premium or without the waiver of premium. Another feature is you have the choice of 4 investment portfolio strategies and 15 fund options to choose from. There is also an option to reduce your premium. So these are some of the key features of this policy. Let's move on to the next slide. So now let's take a look at some of the benefits available in this plan. First, we are going to take a look at the death benefit. So death benefit is, as you can pause the screen, you can see 4 options, which is the prevailing sum assured, second fund value, third is the guaranteed death benefit, fourth is a death benefit, which is subjected to the guaranteed death benefit of 105% of the total premiums paid. So out of these 4 options, whichever option is higher in value will be given to the nominee of the life insured. If the life insured unfortunately passes away during the policy term, then the nominee will be get this death benefit. Whichever is in value higher in value, that option will be given as a death benefit. So next is the maturity benefit, which is the fund value. So when this policy matures, at that time, what is the fund value that will be given as the maturity benefit to the life insured. Next, what we have here is the retired life income. You can choose retired life income option at inception or also at any time during the Bajaj Allianz Lifelong Life Goal Plan policy term. So whenever during this policy, you can choose this option. But when you will receive the RLI is one, when this policy attains the age of 55 years, the anniversary age, or after 10 policy years. So whichever comes later, then you will start to receive the retired life income RLI. So as a percentage of your fund value ranging from 0 to 12% per annum, whichever, like from the fund value ranging from 0 to 12%, whichever way you want, like if you want to get paid yearly or half yearly, quarterly, monthly, according to that they will give you the retired life income. So now let's take a look at some of the investment strategies and the fund options available in the plan as previously mentioned. So first we have here is the investor selectable portfolio strategy. So under this strategy, if you want to allocate your premium, like if you're someone who wants to allocate their premium based on their personal choice, based on their risk profile, then they have already set funds which you can choose according to your risk profile, according to what you want to invest in your premium in, right? So as you can pause the screen, you can see 15 funds below the screen to suit your investment needs. So if you want to select and pick and choose your of the funds you want to allocate your premium to, then you can opt for this investment strategy. Next is the wheel of life portfolio strategy. Wheel of life portfolio strategy is they would have already allocated different proportions to specific funds like equity growth fund, accelerator, mid cap fund, bond fund, liquid fund, or as you can see in the table mentioned in the screen, right? So if you are someone who wants to invest in the particular proportion they have already predefined, then you can invest in this type of investment strategy. Next is the trigger based portfolio strategy. Trigger, if you are someone who has chosen this portfolio strategy, then whatever way you are paying premium, like it can be the regular way or the limited premium or even the top up premiums, whichever premium you are paying, that premium can be allocated between two funds, which is first equity growth fund, which is an equity oriented fund. Next is the bond fund, which is a debt oriented fund. So these your premiums will be allocated to these two funds in a 75% to 25% proportion, because the fund value and also the fund value proportions will also be affected or altered due to the market movements, we cannot say. But over the years, what will happen is, as the policy reaches the maturity phase of the policy, then slowly, very slowly, what they will do is they will start to transfer the value of units to the equity growth fund and the bond fund, and will be restored to the 75% to 25% ratio in that way, to reduce the impact of risk on your fund value. So another investment strategy is the auto transfer portfolio strategy. So this one you can use if you want to invest your money systematically and or by automatically transferring your money every month. So you can automatically transfer your money every month from a low risk fund to the fund of your choice. So in this portfolio strategy, what they will do is they will allocate your premium to bond fund or a liquid fund, which is already specified by you. And at the start of each monthly anniversary of this policy, what they will do is a proportion of fund value of the bond fund or the liquid fund you have already allocated premium will be switched to other funds, which is also available in the plan as specified by you. So out of these four investment strategies, whichever you feel comfortable investing in, you can opt for that. Now we are going to take a look at the various charges under the Bajaj Allianz Lifelong Life Goal Plan. So first one we have here is the premium allocation charge, which is for entering the policy. Then the policy administration charge is for staying in this policy. Another is the fund management charge. They charge this for managing your fund. Again, you also have a miscellaneous charge where they will a charge of 100 rupees will be charged per transaction. Another is the discontinuance or surrender charge, which is if you want to exit this policy, then you also have to pay a charge. There is also mortality charge for providing you with life cover. The thing is, charging the fees is very standard. Like whichever ULIP plan you choose, there will be fees or charges attached to it. But you can see that they are charging for everything, right? Like from entering this policy to investing in this policy, to exiting this policy, to having life cover. For every service they provide, they are making us charge, which is fine. For the services, if they can charge, that's fine, but we have to pay for entering, exiting, for staying in this policy. For everything we are paying the charges. And also this charges will represent a additional cost for the investors. Also, this policy, especially Bajaj Allianz lifelong life goal plan, imposes substantial fees and also lacks transparency, like why exactly they are charging this much, what is the reason behind it. We do not have that transparency in this policy. So these charges will definitely bring down your overall return whichever you get from this policy. So this is also something you have to keep in mind before deciding to invest in this policy. Now, as we have taken a look at the basic features, what are the investment strategies and fund options available in this fund, the benefits and all. Now we are going to move on to understand the advantages we get from investing in this policy. So after the fifth policy here, you can have the option to make partial withdrawals. Also, the mortality charges you pay for this policy, right? That will be which is deducted from your policy, will be added back as a periodical return of mortality charge to the fund value at regular intervals. So the charge you pay will also be added back to your fund value, which at a regular interval. So you also have the option to take your maturity benefit and death benefit in installment. And if you stay committed to this policy, and if you're staying invested to this policy for a long term, then as a loyalty addition, the whichever amount of value they give, it will be added to your fund value as a percentage of your annualized premium. So this will be given at the end of each policy year, but they will start giving it only from the end of the fifth policy year. So the first 4 years you will not get it, but after that you will start to get it as a loyalty addition. Also, the total amount of waiver of premium charges, whichever is deducted in your policy from your policy, will also be added back as a periodical return of waiver of premium charge to the fund value at regular intervals. So these charges will be added back to your fund value at regular intervals. So these are some of the advantages of investing in this policy. So now we are going to see what are the disadvantages of investing in the Bajaj Allianz lifelong life goal plan. So here in this policy, you do not have the option of top up premium and also regular income. Regular income is not adjusted to inflation. Like you can get the retired life income and everything, right? But that will not be adjusted to inflation at that time. So whenever you get it, it will not be inflation adjusted, so it will not be sufficient. Also, there is no loan facility available in this plan. Also, if you look at the allocation, asset allocation under the fund options, it will all look similar. So what happens is it makes the fund options look repetitive, which we don't want, right? We want some kind of variety, we want some kind of different type of allocation to take the correct kind of risk. So if it seems repetitive, it's not something which is attractive to us enough to invest. There's not the kind of variety to that. Also, the return on charges is not attractive here because they do not consider time value of our money. If we pay 500 now and we are getting it after 10 years, value of 500 rupees will be drastically different at that time because of inflation. So here they are not considering the time value of our money. So even if they return our charges, it's not an attractive option. Also, the Bajaj Allianz lifelong life goal plan does not offer any liquidity during the first 5 years of the policy term. So these are also some of the disadvantages which we have to keep in mind before deciding to invest in this policy. So now we have come to the main part of the analysis of this policy, which is IRR analysis. So whatever benefits, whatever advantages, disadvantages, and features we have seen, how we are going to correctly decide if this policy is worth investing or not is through the IRR, which is the internal rate of return, the amount of return we will get in a hand. That will make us decide if this investing in this is worth or not. So for the IRR analysis, what we are going to do is we have taken the figures mentioned and in the policy brochure along with the calculator for this policy from the Bajaj Allianz website. So according to that, we are going to calculate the IRR of this policy. So let's just assume that a male of 35-year-old has taken the Bajaj Allianz lifelong life goal plan and he has taken 10 lakhs as a sum assured for a policy term of 65 years. Right. Also, he's going to pay premium for 20 years and he's going to pay the premium annually for every year till 20 years for 1 lakh. So, as you can see, once premium paying term concludes, the policyholder begins receiving the annual income. Right. So, you can see it from the table we have mentioned in the screen. So from that, if we calculate the internal rate of return, like for example, let's assume that 4% is for a worst case scenario. Like if the market performs at the worst case scenario, and 8% is for a best case scenario, like if the market performs at the best point. So, but these are not guaranteed limits. These are just illustrated for example purposes. We are using this 4% and 8%. But if we calculate it that way, and this 4% and 8% is also something they have mentioned in the policy brochure from which we have calculated it. So, if we calculate it like that, what happens is the internal rate of return for 4% is 2.17%, and for 8% is 5.32%. So if you see in the worst case scenario, it's giving us 2.17%, which is just comparable to your savings bank account rate of interest. So even if you do not invest anywhere else and just keep it in a bank account, still it will give us some similar returns to this. So what is the point of staying invested to that long of a time and investing our money and taking so much risk only to get a return that's very similar to a savings bank rate of interest? So, like, what is the point? Also, it's not just guaranteed return, it can even the real return may even go lower than this. Also, if you take the 8% rate, at the best case scenario, you get 5.32%, where it's even comparably less to your FD. Even FD can give you 6 to 6.5 returns of guaranteed returns, which is even better than a 5.32%, which is not even a guaranteed return. So in the long term, if you can see that by invest from the IRR, what we have understood is investing in this policy will not help you a lot to create a financially more secure future, because it's not giving you inflation adjusted return or inflation beating return, right? And for the amount of time risk we have invested in this policy, this returns are just not justifiable. So what is the alternative? So are there better other investment products already available in the market, or is this the only policy we have the option to invest? Definitely not. There are other investment products available in the market. So what we are going to do is, the next part of our analysis is to compare this policy IRR with other investment products to see if we can get better returns somewhere else for the same amount of time and risk we invest in. So for a fair comparison, we are now going to move to the next part of the analysis, which is a comparison between this policy and other investment products. So what we have done is we have separated the life cover and the investment now, and we are choosing to invest in a pure term insurance policy for life cover purposes until retirement. So what we have done is we have chosen a pure term insurance policy with a sum assured of 20 lakhs, just for a very similar metrics compared to Bajaj Allianz benefit illustration, because the premium paying term is 20 years, right? So for 20 years, the premium itself will cost only 5,500 annually. So we have opted for a 20 lakhs coverage instead of 10 lakhs as a sum assured. So what happens is the remaining amount from the 1 lakh, the 5,500, if you take it, the remaining amount will be 94,500, which will be we will invest in other investment products like PPF and ELSS. Why we have chosen specifically PPF and ELSS is PPF is a government backed product with guaranteed returns, and also ELSS is a equity linked mutual scheme with a proven track record. It has consistently shown us that if we invest in it over a long period of time, it can give us a potentially good returns, even up to 12%. So according to that track record and the analysis, we have chosen these two investment policies. Why PPF and ELSS is, one is a risk-free product and one is a riskless product. Just to give you a glimpse into how even a risk-free product and riskful product will perform in the market. So if you invest in PPF for after 20 years, what you will get is 49.94 lakhs. So what happens is, following the annual withdrawal for the next 45 years from the 7% return, like after 20 years itself, we will get 41.94 lakhs. So if we constantly withdrawal annually for the next 45 years from the 7% return instrument, the final investment value reaches 3.07 crores. So the investment rate of return for pure term life insurance and PPF combination stands at 6.8%, which is definitely a lot higher compared to the one we got from Bajaj Life Allianz Lifelong Life Goal Plan, even at the worst case scenario, which is not even a guaranteed return, while PPF will give you guaranteed returns. Also, if you compare it with the ELSS instrument, the post-tax final maturity value after 20 years is 70.62 lakhs. But if you annually withdraw it for the subsequent 45 years from this, then the final investment value reaches 9.9 crores. So the IRR for the pure term and ELSS combination is 8.17%, which is also definitely higher. See, this is also the same market instrument which involves a lot of risk, but it's able to give the kind of return which is an inflation beating return for the time, effort, risk involved in it. It's justifiable. So if you compare these products with Bajaj Allianz lifelong life goal plan, it's definitely a justifiable return, which you can say that it's better if you research more about the products available in the market before choosing to invest in policies like this. So finally, what is the final takeaway or the final verdict from this analysis? Should we invest in the Bajaj Allianz lifelong life goal plan or should not? You can definitely say that it primarily serves the purpose of providing life cover, but is it a sustainable kind of life cover? Does it the sum assured is it adequate? You can definitely see compared to other investment products available in the market, it's not, and the premium itself is highest. So for a 10 lakh sum assured, you are paying 1 lakh premium annually. But if you just take a pure term insurance policy, you can even take up a 20 lakh sum assured and pay just 5,500 annually. So if you take up a pure term insurance policy, you can get higher coverage even for a lower premium compared to the premium they charge on Bajaj Allianz lifelong life goal plan. So there is a high premium, and even the return of premium is not attractive due to the time value of the money. Right, the because of inflation, it loses the time value. Also, IRR, from the IRR analysis itself, we can see the rate of return we are getting is not justifiable. It's not inflation beating, let alone inflation adjusted. So it's not, definitely it's not something you need to invest in. If you're someone who wants to invest in this policy, our personal opinion from this and in-depth analysis is to just avoid it. Avoid investing in this policy, because you can definitely choose pure term insurance policy for life cover purpose with a lower premium for a higher coverage. Also, by diversifying your investment through various asset classes, you can gain more potentially good returns in the long run, which will also help you not to put all your eggs in one basket, right? By diversifying your investments, you're taking appropriate risk measures by potentially maximizing your returns. Also, with providing your family a financially secure future. But if you have doubts, if you really want some professional guidance with investing and how to diversify your investments, then you can definitely approach a professional, like a professional financial planner, because they will know what is your risk profile, your investment objective, and stuff like that. So they will be able to help guide you through the entire process and make your investment journey very smooth and easier for you, because they will be able to personalize the financial plan and craft you your personalized investment strategies. So yeah, you can definitely involve a professional to help make this journey easier. If you want to read a more in-depth analysis of this blog, then we have of this policy, then we have a blog post for you posted on our website, which you can find the link in the description. If you want professional guidance, then for your investment and financial decisions, then you can definitely book a one-on-one consultation with one of our financial professionals through the link in the description, which is very complimentary consultation. Also, if you want to gain insights from the finance industry experts, also we regularly conduct live webinars, which is absolutely free to register. So definitely register through the link in the description. If you like such financially beneficial videos, please hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can be back with more informative financial content. Thank you for watching.